Hi everybody. I'm not sure if my audio's working. The settings on here are not showing. So if you could tell me if you can hear me. This is always set up before. This is always set up fine before, but I'm going to wait just a second and see if anybody comes and ask them if they can hear me or not. It shows that you can, but I want to make sure because the audio little bar did not show at the beginning. So nobody's here for me to ask. I don't want to do a whole thing and have it be silent. I wish someone would show up because I really want to get going. I have an hour and I do not want to waste time on the microphone. It looks like the internet's a little slow for me too. So if you guys experience buffering, I apologize. It's this computer that I use. I'm going to go ahead and start, and then hopefully there's audio. I wish someone would come to tell me. Usually there's somebody at these lives. Okay, I'm going to go. My name is Teri Lee, and I'm from Sweet Pea Papers. Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, Junk Journal Tutorials, and More Facebook group, and the Junk Journal and Papercrafts Facebook group. Yes, I have 3. Today we're going to work on my folio that I've made, and it is called Stitch in Time. And the reason it's called that is because it's part of a collaboration that I'm doing with Mandy from SunflowersAndDors. You're probably familiar with her shop. And me, there's no hyphen, Teri Lee at Sweet Pea Papers. It's going to be 3 weeks long for the freebies, and the whole event is a month long. So there's a drawing at the end of the month. Somebody's going to win some kits from Mandy. Mandy's Facebook group is Junk Journal Fix with SunflowersAndDors, and then again I have the 3 that I've already told you. So I'm going to keep going. The folio that we're working on needs a few things to be finished. First of all, it needs that not to be bent. It fell on the floor from a pretty high height, and it almost looks like it's torn. So maybe I'll do something there to see if I can cover that up. I wonder if ink would make it worse or better. So anyway, there's a crease right here. This is for my own personal use. I'm not planning on selling it, but I wish that it wasn't bent right there. Let me see if I can use my tablet to see if I have any volume. Planning on selling it, but I wish there we go. I do have volume. Okay, I muted myself on my tablet, so I know for sure the volume is working great. Okay, so what we're going to do on this folio is it opens several ways on the cover. It opens this way, and it opens this way already, and it opens this way. Okay, you can hear the magnets click, but the magnet wouldn't go through that thickness, so I put a little Velcro dot on there. I'm sorry, a little hook and loop closure there to hold it shut. It also opens this way, and since we've been having challenges, I could not put these 2 pieces inside the folio because I would have given away what the freebies were. But we're in week 3 now, so I can go ahead and show my pocket, which is week 3. And this is my other pocket, which is also week 3. So we can take the sticky notes off. Sure we can. Oh, come on. Usually sticky notes don't even stick. I think I'm trying to take off the wrong side. These stick from the side, but who knew? So we're going to put this pocket here, and we're going to put this pocket over here like this. And these are called the patchwork pockets from week 3 of our collaboration. Whoopsie. What's in there? And let's see if I can get it out now. The little piece here is caught. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. It's always good to get the paper clip off. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue these in real quick before we get started with the rest of it. That way the front is complete. Glue this, oops, I'm sorry, glue it up underneath and straight across, and then glue it down this way. That way this side piece holds the bottom in just a little bit. And then we're going to put it here, because if we put it here, you can't take the card out very well. It does look better over here though, doesn't it? We could put a tag in there and it would still come out. I like the pocket better over here, so that's where I'm going to put it. I'm going to line it up with the edge, and then I'm going to stick that puppy down. It's a gusseted pocket. In other words, it has a little bit of extra room. And then we're going to put this one over here. I knew my volume should be working, but my little indicator, when you go live, there's a little indicator whether you have audio or not, and it wasn't showing audio, so I was a little worried that there was no audio. I don't know where everybody is. It's only 10 in the morning on the East Coast. Sorry about that. This one goes here. You'll have to excuse my voice. My voice cracks. Okay, so we've got that front part done, and we can close that up. Now we're going to be working back here on page 15 and 16. 16 is the back cover. I number mine as I go through to make it easier. This is one of the weeks that we did. I think it was week 1, where you had to make a tag that had like a button card. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue this on the back. It's all inked and everything ready to go. So we'll glue it on the back and get that part over with. It goes right there. Those are my magnets that we're going to need for the flip. So let's glue this on. Looks like I was going to glue it somewhere else. It's got dried glue on it. Or maybe I was going to glue it on and I decided to save it for today. I did set my hour timer, and I'm hoping we can get this done in an hour. There's quite a bit of papering to do. Depending on how I make the flip, I'm going to have to look and see how many papers I set aside. And then I'll know how many flips we're going to do, whether we're just going to do the standard flip or if we're going to do a double flip. Now this is lumpy because of all the buttons inside here. There's quite a few. I'm not going to do a flip through because I'm going to do the flip through film and film it after this, and then it'll be posted tomorrow on Sweet Pea Papers YouTube, and of course that's youtube.com at Sweet Pea Papers. Okay, so we've got that put on. Now we're going to work here on page 15, And we don't need the folio to work on it the way I do it. The way I do my folios and journals is I work on the paper off the page, and then if it's okay, then I put it in. That way I don't make too many mistakes. Okay, so now I did stamp along both sides. I used, oops, I did put the stamp away. Who knew? Who knew I was going to be so efficient? Okay, so we have 15, and we have the flip, which is going to go right here on top of, is it going to be this paper? I think it was. I set this up quite a while ago. 15C, 15B. Yeah, we're doing a regular flip. And it looks like we're going to do, oh, double belly bands. These are little teeny belly bands that go on there. So we should be fine for time. Okay, let me get this paper. You know, with these two being this paper, I think we'll use, I think I wanted to use this side. Okay, so let's use that side. You'll have to excuse my phone. I turned the volume off, but Facebook still dings. I've set it in the living room, believe it or not, and it's still that loud. Yeah, so let's close this up and we'll move it out of the way. Here's our page. I'm using Gathered Twigs, which is one shade darker than Vintage Photo. So we'll ink this. I thought I had inked it already, but apparently I didn't. Yeah, I didn't ink either side. Oh, you know why I was going to use this side? Because the thing covers most of it. And we're going to cover this if we use this side. So it really was this side that we were going to use. Hi, Cheryl. I've got full screen on over here on my tablet. For some reason, I can't see the comments over here. So I have to look to my left, which is where my computer is that's running the webcam. So I'm a little behind on greeting you. Please give me a little bit of grace. Plus my computer that I do this on is not that great for the internet for some reason. All right, so there's our base page. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue this on as a pocket when we glue it on. So let's get this done. This is going to be the cover of the flip up. And we're going to have to adjust it for size. Now I want the lady on here. So we're going to do it this way, and we can flip it up to this side so we can see better without moving the picture to the other side of the page and making a mistake. We do need to do it this way though. Let's turn it upside down. That way we're marking the right end and we're not marking her off. Okay, so we're going to want to cut it here. I'm going to leave a little border all the way around so you can see the manila folder. Okay, so now my paper trimmer is giant, so it's not on the page. I have to step to one side to cut my pages, so you'll have to excuse me for that. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit behind when I'm watching it on my tablet. So just a second behind me. I don't know about on the laptops and things. But on your phone, there might be a slight delay. But you'll still see everything. It'll just be weird for me. Let's flip her over. Nice lady. See how she fits. It looks like Looks like it's going to be okay. All right, good deal. So let's ink her. Wow, we might be done before the hour. Maybe I should go slower. This looks like I'm going to get it done in half an hour. And I have an hour's worth of time. I could get out a couple more papers and make a double flip. I just would need one more paper to go back here. We might do that depending on the time, because it really looks like I didn't plan well enough to take up the whole hour. Maybe so, maybe not. I got everything ready so much that, well, we do have to cut the other papers. But I decided to go with just this solid paper, you know, without anything on it. No belly bands, no anything. Because I wanted it to be a pretty picture inside the journal or the folio. Now this is made, the folio is made with 2 manila folders, and it does have a gusset in it, and it does have a full journal inside. So it's pretty fat between that and the buttons. It's gotten kind of chunky for a folio. So, but yeah, there are freebies that'll still be available after the collaboration is over. Just go to the 2 Facebook groups, and I should have put the links in the introduction. I just didn't want it to seem too much like a promo, and I hope Robin doesn't mind. Robin's in transit right now on vacation, so we're going to let her have some fun. Usually the returning artist crafts with her at the same time in a split screen, and we use a service called StreamYard to do that. So sometimes it works really well, sometimes it's ornery. So 15B is this paper, and then this big, wow, that's almost bigger than the page, isn't it? Holy cow. I guess I could have measured that better by the time we cut this down. Well, it's not bigger, but it's really close. It's going to be bigger than the paper, I think. It goes the full width. So, that'll be interesting. This is the one I wanted on the 3rd page. There are hidden belly bands as well. So you'll be able to put a card in there, or a really skinny something. Alright, so let's cut this page down to go up here. And get our belly band and our spool over there. You know, if we are going to have these little notes that say page this and page that, and I'm a freak about kind of cleaning up as I go, so you'll have to ignore my craziness. But if we put one of the spools in the very back, then instead of gluing it down as a flip up, one flip up, we could do it as 2, and I'll show you how to do that. Let me mark these, or take these glue marks off in case we do it the other way. I don't want them to be too close to the edge. And the pocket would be over there. And then we would have to ink a little bit more. Yeah, we would have to ink this. Maybe I will do that and show you this different type of flip up. That would be kind of fun. Cheryl, it looks like you're the only one that showed up. I'm talking to just you. Talking directly to you, Cheryl. Now, where did I make that mark? Oh, there it is. There's so many lines on the page. I didn't see my line. There's that one. You know, I wonder, what if we did one of them like this and the other one the other way, and then I've got more papers here for the flip up. We could use one of these that we don't have to do anything to other than glue it down for the 4th page. Let's do that. I think that would be pretty. This on here. And then you'll see the background. Okay, let's do it on that side and not have all of them on the other side. Flipping it up is going to make that one shorter. Yeah, this will still fit. Oh, I was going to put it on the page. That's right. Changing everything up. I'm changing up my plan. Okay. So it's inked and it's ready to go down. It goes on the bottom. It's like a one of those chair boards or whatever that keep you from marring up your wall with your chairs. And I'm doing a video right after this on my Halloween book. I have 2 Halloween books next month. One is the Teeny Weeny Halloweeny, the 5th annual, and there's an event in Sweet Pea Papers, junk journal tutorials and more, and junk journals and paper crafts. Those are my 3 groups. Yes, I know, I'm crazy. And there'll be a drawing, whatever. All you gotta do is post a Halloween picture. How hard is that to get it entered into the drawing? The drawing's gonna have some great prizes. We're gonna have 5 prizes so far. Get people donating prizes, and I'm putting in prizes, and all that good stuff. Of course, the drawing will be on Halloween. So I have these 2 events going. So hopefully everything will go okay. My hard drive has died. One of them, my external drive, I had all my Etsy on it and all of my files that I have purchased. I make coloring books, and I purchase images to use in there when I'm not using Canva to generate images for me. And so I'm trying to get them for sale on Etsy, and they keep telling me there's a problem with the size of the images, which the images go off the page, which is what they're supposed to do. So I am not sure whether the bleed, which is what they call that, where it bleeds off over the page, is too much or too little. I think they're telling me it's too little. Sometimes it's white pages, because every other page in my coloring books are white, because that way it doesn't bleed through to another image. You still have to put something in between if you're going to use markers. I would anyway. It's printed on regular paper. It's going to be obviously a physical book. I have electronic books there already. I have 2 children's books, 2 Rocky the Raccoon books. So all we're going to do is put this belly band across here, and then we'll glue it down. Remember, we do it first. Oh, I did glue it down already. Well, I'm breaking my rule already. So here's the belly band, and if you put it on correctly, it's a hidden belly band. So you want to put it across the bottom of this and then straight across. You see, and it makes a hidden band because it matches the image. So that worked out okay. So let's glue it to the page. I'm seriously hoping no alarms or anything go off on my phone. They always seem to go off when I'm recording. I thought I turned them all off. I usually don't have any alarms between 7 and 9. So, and today's Thursday, so the 8:30 water your plants alarm shouldn't be going off. You know, if I'm not reminded, those poor things sit outside waiting for rain. And even though I'm in the Seattle area, we don't have rain like people think we do, especially in the summer. I'm going to glue this down, and then that'll be our page. Okay. Now I could have glued this down as a pocket, and maybe I will the other one, but let's do this one as a different type of flip, and that is that you take the gussets right here, which is the little lines that come on an envelope or manila folder. I use the legal sized Amazon manila folders, and the reason I use the legal size is it doesn't have the logo on the inside. So you're going to take the 1, 2, 3, I think the third one on this one is the 1/2 inch one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 is the 1/2 inch. And we're going to fold it. Go ahead and fold it right there on that third one. I'm going to fold it back. Whoops. Because that's the way the fold goes, and then we'll fold it forward here in just a second. We're going to have to ink it anyway, so we might as well leave it folded for a second. So we're going to ink it, and I'll come back and stamp across here that matches the other stamp in the folio. And let's ink it here just in case anything shows. And since it's going to actually be this way, we're going to have to ink up here. You'll see why in a minute, and I'm going to have to take that G off. That's a definite. Actually, no, I won't. Actually, the G is the only place we are going to glue this thing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we do need the paper for the page. We're going to glue it on using just the gusset. We're not going to glue the whole page on and make a pocket like I had originally planned. We're going to glue this on just on the gusset that we just made. Okay, let's see where we were going to put it on the page. Going to put it right about here. Let's get it straight. And then we'll glue it down on just the gusset. It looks like the whole thing's glued down, but it's not. Just glue it here. This whole thing opens, but this only opens from the fold. Okay, so since we didn't use this as a pocket, we are going to have to ink it. And we will have to figure out where we're going to put our magnets, because we're going to need magnets to hold this puppy closed. Sure, well, it looks like it's still just you and me, babe. Oh, and I didn't ink it here. Darn it. And I need to. I'm going to take it off, ink it, and put it back on. I don't want it to be wrong. I like the words this way anyway. Okay, I glue it this way. I'll put a little more glue on it. Make sure it sticks back again the way we want it to. I'm going to put it right back where it was. Which is right here. Make sure it's straight. Looks like it was a little farther up on the page. Scooch it up a little bit. Okay. And we need it to be over a little bit, so that it's in this kind of the center of the page. A little bit off the center is fine. A little bit off being straight is not. So that's why I like Fabri-Tac. It doesn't dry instantly. And if you put enough on there, you'll notice I had made those little circles in the corner. That's so that I can still move it. Okay, so now we're going to put the papers on here. And we won't need a paper here because we've got the page. Okay, and we're going to, I think we decided you were going to put the other spool here. So then we're going to need papers. So now we may not get it finished, huh? So 5C. So we've got, this is C. We have a D now that we didn't have before. So we've got 15C is this paper. So we're going to measure it from below that gusset, because that's where it's going to flip up. And we're going to mark it right here. And then we're going to mark it, oops, I moved it. And then we're going to mark it right here. And I'm not measuring because it's easier for me to just hold it on here with that little gap on the side to border to make it show, and just mark where I want it to cut off. So this one is here. This one's up here. I have a great big rotary cutter. I have one of those ones that has the double bars on it, and the paper trimmer actually weighs 6 pounds. I took it in the bathroom and weighed it because it was heavy, and I wanted to I wanted to know how heavy it was. You know what we could do? So we could put an image picture here and put Yeah, that's what we were going to do. Put the spool up here. That means our paper fits. Okay. Changing plans all over the place. Okay. So I'm going to make sure my paper's right side up because of the words. I like my words to have the bottom of the word be on the left. This to me seems straight. So we'll put that on there. I've got a page with an image on it that I think is going to work on D. Yeah, which is here. And then we need another one for C. And because we didn't plan to do it that way, we, you know, me, myself, and I, then we're going to have to, Cheryl and I are going to have to improvise. That's what we have to do. So now on this one, let's glue our spool on. If we glued it on as a pocket, would we be able to put a tab on there, on the whatever we put in there? Sure we could, and then you can put a charm on it. Let's do that. That'd be fun. Okay. Looks like I didn't ink that. What's wrong with me? Thought I was all prepared. And then I didn't ink. Next time I'm going to put a big note up that says ink. Oh, I'm going to put this up as a replay on my YouTube channel. And when you see it, there should be a little shooting star icon. And if you would push that along with the like and maybe the subscribe if you wanna, then, and please leave comments. I absolutely love comments. I answer them all. I don't just leave them, you know, blank like some people do. I don't know why they do that. They not want the feedback? What's up with that? Okay, now this is a hidden belly band, so you don't want to ink the top and the bottom or it's not hidden on the page. We do want to ink the ends. My scanning cut kind of ate a little notch out of that end, but we're just going to pretend it didn't. And I had to trace these, and it looks like there's a little bit of a pencil because they were so light that my scanning cut did not want to cut them out, except for the notch, the extra notch that it decided to cut out of the end. Just because. So let's glue on our belly band again. And glue that on. Let's line it up. And we can line it up by the waist and the picture. And the top of the picture. And go straight across. So it looks like there's a little bit of white there. Let's get that off of there. Okay. Let's get that back where it goes. Okay. There's that. Now let's glue this puppy on as a pocket. Now we won't be able to go all the way over here. We're just gonna Actually, we can. Let's just glue a straight line right across here. And I want, which side? Let's just say this side to be open. So I'm going to hold it on the side I don't want to glue on. And then we'll go around. We'll go straight up across here. Oopsie. Making sure we have glue on it. Put our scissors back. You know what I did? I papered both of these without putting a magnet on. Well, let's put a magnet under this. And then we can put a magnet on the back of the page. And it will at least hold this one down. No, we're just going to put a white dot. Silly me. I can't believe I forgot the magnets. I'm kind of the magnet queen. With magnets everywhere. I guess being live, I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. So, let's move that over a little bit. So we've got a little more space on this one because I moved it all the way over that way instead of centering it. So we have our pocket right here. Alright, so don't forget your pocket is there. Oops, I think I moved this. It's not going to be a hidden belly band if that piece sticks out now, is it? Let me get this off of here. Get my scissors back out. We still have 20 minutes. We should be able to finish. Re-ink the end because you want it to look like it's not there, so the ink will go right across. Let's re-glue our pocket. You can see right where the glue was. Right there. Across there. Up there. Then let's line it up with where we had it. We had it right up against the edge. It must be in the right spot because it's trying to grab without letting me move it. Okay, so there's our pocket. There's our belly band. We just can't tell because we don't have a card in there. This needs to go, yeah, right up against the edge. Okay, now we're all lined up. Right now for this page, I think I want to use this paper here. When we cut it off, we're going to cut off part of the purple dress. Because we need it in here, Teri. Silly. Okay, we're going to cut some off the top and some off the bottom. So we're going to cut it here, and then we're going to cut it, oops, make it straight, and we're going to cut it down here, then we line it up this way, and the width we want to cut it at, oh, that's good, that's just going to cut that purple dress right off. Okay, let's just do that. I don't know why on my tablet I can't see comments. Usually that's what I do, is turn the comments on my tablet. Okay, let's make our 2 cuts. Hopefully I don't make it too short. Oh good, we're going to have that word buttons on there. Most of it. Then when I go to put ephemera on there, I can use this piece of ephemera that I have and put a piece of chipboard underneath it. I have glue all over me, just ignore it. Yeah, that looks good. I can put a little piece of chipboard underneath it, and then it'll raise it up a little bit. I could even hide a magnet under the chipboard, right? And then put it on the back of the page, but there's no hope for this one other than a hook and loop closure. See, I've learned not to say the V word. And see, we cut that purple dress right off. That was a partial dress. Now we just have that little bit. I think that's fine. So what we're going to do is we're not going to glue this in the book. I'm just going to show you what it's going to look like. Because if we glue it in, I won't be able to put the magnet on the back of the page. And why not? If I put it on right now, I can. Duh. Just put the magnet under the paper. What's wrong with me? Okay, I used 1 millimeter thick by 10 millimeters around. So when you see them on Amazon, they're going to be, it's going to say 10 mm x, times 1 mm, and that'll be the correct magnet. I use tape to tape mine down. They're covered with paper that's glued down, so I don't feel the need to glue my magnets down to not get the urge. And then we'll glue the magnet for that one to hold it down on the back of the paper. Well, it's better that we've got the Velcro dot on this one. Oh, I did it! The hook and loop closure on that one, because it moves up and down, the location of it, kind of. So we'll put this on here, right side up, magnet on. Smidge too wide. So we're not really going to see the somehow it's even with the edge, pretty much. Oh, except for right here. That goes. I'm going to trim that. When the glue dries, I'm going to pull the glue up on this side so I can trim the paper. Because I cut it a little wide. I don't know why I didn't notice it at first. I'm not going to wait for the glue to dry. Okay. It's just a teeny little bit. Let's see if I can do it with my scissors. I'll probably make it crooked and have to recut the page. I'm not very good at cutting with my scissors in a straight line. I don't feel like this is a straight line. We need to ink it. Maybe we'll put it on and just pretend like people won't notice. I got glue all over my finger. Hey, look at that. I did pretty good. Now we can move this way. And get a little bit more of the edge on this side. Well, look at that. Look at me go. I got everything flying around. Normally I don't. It's making me crazy. And let's go ahead and put the magnet down for this one, and it will go on the back of the paper. Like so. Let me just tape it. In fact, that one's going to stay where you put it. Okay, then, oh, we've got all the pages done. All right, let's put it in the folio. Oh, look at that, we'll be done in time. Done in time, done in time. I love it. I love it when I get done when I'm supposed to. So we'll glue this on the page. I didn't think I had done it, the extra page, but what happens is the paper becomes the last page, and probably put some sort of ephemera or something there, and not just leave it blank. But I don't have time to, you know, sift through what I have left, because this is the very last thing to go on the folio. So I have to go through the ephemera that I have left. Probably put some in the bottom left corner. Maybe a word. That would be nice. Okay, the magnet goes at the bottom. And this will go here. The paper will go here. Let's bring it down so it's even with the other one, which makes it a little short. And we want to center it in between the stamps. And then you don't see the magnet that holds this down. And we'll have to do something here because that's going to make me crazy that there's no closure here to keep it from flapping. But we got it done, so it's all done. And we still have 10 minutes left. So maybe I will look for a piece of ephemera real quick. I almost want to put another piece of paper here. Almost. Almost. Like this. That's pretty. And then put something on it. What do you think, Cheryl? You're still there? Have I bored you into leaving? Did you show up just to say hi? Okay. No comments from Cheryl. Okay, so I like that. I like it with this because it's right here and it's right there. Let me look what else I have. Oh, I've got this. That's cute. Goes with the other dresses. This goes with the other right there, so we don't want that. Let's see what else I have. Oh, this is pretty. I like that. Where did I use that, though? I've used that image before. We might just want to use one of these two with the smaller dresses to match our dress theme. Let's see, we've got another one up here. Now, if I cut it in half, it cuts one of the dresses off. We use that one. Well, it's the same dresses. This split dress is cut off on here, but we're going to have to trim this down to match this. We can do like we did before and cut some off either side. Let's do that. Then we can take the bottom of one that's like this, or even this one, and make a pocket at the bottom. That would be fun. And we can also put this one on as a pocket facing the other way. Okay, so let's do that. Let's take a little bit off each side so we don't lose our dresses. I knew I had a pencil around here somewhere. Let's see, we'll put it there. And we'll put it there. I'll look at it on the paper trimmer. Looks like we should take more off of this side and less off of this side. This side, what if I took it all off that side? Well, then we would lose our purple dress. But we can take this much off of this side and just this much off of this side. Let me cut this real quick. If we run out of time, that's okay, because all I'm going to do is glue it on, ink it and glue it on. And then everything will be done. Oh, we didn't cut this for length. I think it's... I'll have to double check it. Wow, that was close. We still got both dresses. Yeah, we're going to have to make it shorter. So we want that little bit of a border. We want a little bit of a border at the bottom. We're going to cut it off even with the paper. Can you guys see the paper? I can't tell. The thing is behind a little bit. So let's cut it even with the paper here. My tablet has a little bit of a delay, so I'm wondering if you guys have a delay too. It's okay that there's nobody here. You can watch the replays and make comments. They'll show up in the group. And you can go over to youtube.com at Sweet Pea Papers. You can watch it over there too, at least long enough to leave a comment and a like. And maybe subscribe if you're not one of my subscribers already. That would be fun. Yeah, I've only got 4 minutes left. I don't think Robin would mind if I went over 1 minute. Because remember, we're going to glue this on as a pocket going the other way. So we had a pocket on this side and then a pocket on this side over here. Okay, so we don't want to glue here, so let's put our thumb here. And we do want to glue on the other 3 sides. So we'll get those glued down. I won't have time to put the Velcro, the hook and loop closure on. See, I was doing so good. But you know where to put it. You know what they look like. I'll use a white one and not a black one. It'll be clear on one side and white on the other, and I'll put the clear side. You see how when you lift it up, it changes, it moves, because this is shorter. So it moves up to here. But it's okay with a Velcro dot. It just doesn't work with a magnet. With a hook and loop closure. Alright, and we move that just a little bit so it's equal with the bottom of the page. And on this side, see, I knew something with my phone would beep. There's somebody messaging me. Okay, so now we've got our flip done. We just don't have, I would put a clear acetate pocket across here. My acetate hasn't arrived yet, so I actually have none. Oh, this would work. So you take a clear piece of acetate, you cut it to the size, and then you just Fabri-Tac. You can't see, I know for sure when it dries. There's a little black dot there where I've measured before. And then you just cut it off, and then you glue it on as a pocket. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that. So I'm going to leave this piece of acetate out. So what we got done today was we did this in the front. We did both pockets in the front, which is good. I really like these, even though I made them myself. They're, what do you call it? Collage pockets. Then back here, this is the journal in the center. Back here, we did this double flip. So it's going to flip up like this. I'm going to stamp here. And then it's going to flip up like this. Come on. With a magnet. Going to flip up like this. And then this is a pocket this way. This is a pocket this way. And we close this up. And we did the back of the folio as well. So the folio is complete except for some ephemera things. You can see I've got a paper clip. And that means I need a card in this pocket right here. The big pocket. I put a paper clip where I need a card. So anyway, we're essentially done. Could make the card out of this. It would probably fit in there nicely. I'm going to leave it out for that. There's our timer. That's our 1 hour timer. So thank you for joining me today. And thank you for watching the replay, because that's what most of you are going to end up watching, since only Cheryl was here. And I don't think Cheryl is still here. So I will see you the next time that I'm live here. And you'll see the replays, like I said, on Sweet Pea Papers, the YouTube channel. And you'll also be able to comment there. You'll be able to comment there as well. Don't forget to go over to Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and the Junk Journal Fix with Sunflowers and Doors Facebook group. Post your pictures using the freebies that you get going with this, or the kit, or both, and you'll get either 1 or 2 entries into the drawing. Okay, well, thank you, Robin, for having me come on. I always enjoy coming here and doing lives, and I will see you guys next time. I'll see you birds. Robin, never mind, it was bad. I will see you guys next time. Thanks a lot.